Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for today's video. My name is David. I'm a life coach and I hope I'm making videos to help you guys heal and recover and learn about yourselves. Today's video I hope does the same. I hope this helps you learn something about yourself. I've done lots of research and studying on antisocial personality disorder, and I've made plenty of videos about them. If you're interested, go and watch them, and thank you. I'm specifically talking about psychopaths today. And what sparked my interest in this topic, this subject of psychopaths, is a comment I read the other day. Let me read the comment to you. They said, "You're on the right track. I hope you stop saying that psychopaths are human beings, because they're not. They are monsters." Now, I left the person's name out because this isn't an attack. I've felt the same way before. I've said this before. But I've changed my opinion and perception, but I have not changed who I am. I changed my perception, my behaviors to better be myself. Didn't know I was doing something a while ago. First, I want to say I'm sorry for the person who left this comment. I'm sorry to you, and I'm sorry for everyone out there who's been hurt and abused by psychopaths, okay? Whether you knew they were one or not. I'm sorry for your experience, for the person that left this comment that's calling a lot of people monsters. I'm sorry if you've had bad experiences with people diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder. Awful. What I want to know is, why are they monsters? Right? We're not having a conversation. All I can do is ask the camera, ask you guys, why? What makes them a monster? Right? Because what you're doing is you're attacking and labeling a marginalized group for their mental illness. Don't forget that this is a mental illness. So what I really want to be clear on is I'm not excusing any of this bad behavior. None. No bad behavior that a psychopath does or anyone. No abuse. No exploitation. None of it. Hurt, cheating, lying, hitting, violence, everything. Rape, murder. I'm not trying to excuse any of this. I want you guys to understand something, not about them, about you. Like most disorders, like this one, it's a spectrum for one, okay? It's a spectrum that they're all on. There's very high functioning, very low functioning. Not all abuse, not all exploit. 20% of murders are by psychopaths. These numbers I've read, well, I got a lot of stuff out of Psychiatric Times, an article on there. Up to 70% are violent. 70 million, approximately. There might be 70 million psychopaths in the world. I'm sure more. Would you call every single person diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder or psychopathy, would you call every single one of them to their face a monster? And I don't mean because they might hurt you or be scared. I'm saying, as a human being, if you believe you have compassion and empathy, stuff like this, because that's what you're mad at them for, right? Isn't that why they're monsters? They don't have compassion and empathy. So if you do, would you call every one of them a monster to their face? I promise you wouldn't, if you have any amount of compassion and empathy. And if you do have these things, and you do call 70 million people a monster, you have allowed someone to change who you are. Don't let people change you, okay? And don't judge people for what they do. So, using compassion and empathy, keeping these things in mind, trying to look at this from a perspective of who you are if you have compassion and empathy. Try to listen to this. This is a developmental disorder starting in childhood. They almost all have been massively abused. They have a deep desire to be loved and cared for. They have, or they will, love their family, their friends, their pets, but they will not trust the rest of the world. They have a repellent personality that can make it impossible to be close to people, even though they want to. There's a deep sadness in psychopaths. It runs deep. Many take their own lives, and others. There's a predisposition genetically. So, they're part born this way, and then trauma in childhood. That's why they're psychopaths. I just want you to know that. So based on all 70 million people, if you would call them monsters, it's because, since you don't know all of them, it's because they were born and made this way in childhood. Pretty sad. Right? To call them monsters, you might as well call them monsters at 5. Little monsters. Periodically aware. They are periodically aware of their behaviors and saddened to not be in control of them. They're saddened by ruining things and ruining stuff for themselves and other people, the people that they do care for. So we are all different, and we all react differently to trauma. This is how their brains react to it. Because almost everybody watching this has been victimized, has been abused, been traumatized, okay? And we react the way we did. We may even hurt others too. But I guarantee you, every one of you has hurt someone. So, their childhood was absolutely chaotic. Massive neglect, meaning no parental guidance, help. Totally abused. Most likely have a sociopathic or psychopathic parent or parents. One of them was a very bad person and did some very bad things to them. Almost always their parents might have drugs, definitely violence, addictions and violence in their childhood. And they felt imprisoned and cannot escape. Many of us that have cptsd. They appear arrogant, yes, but inside they feel completely inferior. That's why they won't let you see who they are. They're scared. They're aware of being stigmatized by their diagnosis. Oh, hi, I'm a psychopath. Well, you're a monster. And they're aware of being stigmatized for their behaviors, which they aren't very in control of. They believe they must hide their true nature. They must hide who they are, which they can't help. They either fake it to be accepted, but feel empty and life is unreal. This is the options. Or they completely isolate from society, from community. And we know what that happens to them. They observe love between two people and affection and feel completely dejected. Not possible for them. And almost all of them, the health deteriorates with age. To hate people and call them monsters is your world. You're creating. Perception. To accept them and understand the illness and how they feel inside is positive. It's a better world. With compassion and empathy, you can understand your world can be beautiful. I'll say it again. If you have compassion and empathy by using this to understand people, your world can be beautiful, or it can be full of monsters. Don't be scared, be healthy. Okay? There's no reason to be scared of people like this. There isn't. Be healthy. What got you into situations where you've been hurt before? How can you avoid that? It's inside. I promise, guys. I know a psychopath. Known a couple sociopaths. They were decent human beings. I don't know what to say. Extremely loyal to their family, their friends. Not exploitative, not abusive. I'm sure they have been. They may be capable of it. But they have to live on this planet with the rest of us like we do. Please don't call human beings, any of them, monsters, please. If you can't call every single psychopath a monster, You can't call a 5-year-old psychopath a monster. Why? Why not? Isn't it their behaviors that are just unacceptable, illegal, violent? Doesn't make them monsters. They're dealing with themselves. They don't really have a fair chance like the rest of us. I'm not excusing it. I'm not giving them pity or feeling sorry for them. I'm using the compassion and the empathy that I have, and I'm not allowing anybody to change who I am. Because if I value respect, which I do, then I treat everyone with respect. Because once I disrespect somebody, I just allowed somebody to change who I am. So if you have compassion and all of you have empathy, use it. If you're mad at other people and hate other people and judge them for not having compassion and empathy, where's yours? Right? I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm being clear, and I hope I'm getting to some of you. Because this is about us, not them. This is about us. And things that we cannot accept typically is something we can't accept about ourselves. And maybe there's something that we can't accept about ourselves when we're calling millions of people monsters. And if that's really the world you want to live in, it's your choice. It's your choice. My world is beautiful because I care for myself, human beings, and I have compassion and empathy, which helps me understand. And I'm healthy, which means I keep myself safe. And I don't limit my experiences with people just to stay safe. I hope I made sense. I really did. This is not an attack on anybody that says this. This is an attack on you who left the comment. Not at all. The only thing I didn't like is you telling me I'm on the right track. I don't need people to, and I don't even know who you are, right? My sensei can tell me I'm on the right track. But I don't know you, and I don't need anybody to tell me I'm on the right track. That's bizarre. The monster thing I get. But when you call someone a monster, you're not respectful. You're not being honest. You're not being understanding. You're not using compassion and empathy. And aren't those the things that you're calling someone a monster for? Think about it. There are ways to be respectful and honest and have integrity with everyone. And it doesn't make you weak, it makes you strong. Thanks, guys. That's it. Hope I made my point. Please ask questions. Add anything else you want to add, please. And all of you watching this, go down below in the comments section. They're wonderful comments. And I love your response, who left the comment. If you end up watching this, let me know what you think. I'd appreciate it. You know, and a debate I'm open for. Okay, I just can't have hate down below. So please refrain from calling human beings any names. Thank you. Love yourself first, guys. Bye-bye.